Hey everybody, this is PennLive Philadelphia Eagles beat writer Daniel Gallen coming to you from Philadelphia to talk about the Birds. It's Monday night. Season opens on Thursday night against the Atlanta Falcons, and ahead of it we just wanted to have a question and answer chat. Going to do a weekly mailbag feature tomorrow morning, so hopefully we can take some questions here, I can talk about them, and then I can write about them for something tomorrow morning. But yeah, the big news of today, Nick Foles will start at quarterback for the Eagles on Thursday night. Carson Wentz, as of yesterday, was not cleared for contact. We'll find out tomorrow if he's still not cleared for contact. He probably isn't. And that's pretty much the reason why Nick Foles will be the starting quarterback on Thursday. All along, they said that if Carson Wentz was cleared and if he was ready, he would go. The fact that Nick Foles is now the starting quarterback, there's the report on Saturday that came out from NFL media that Foles was going to start. And there's also the report on Friday where Carson Wentz's surgeon, Dr. James Bradley, the head orthopedic surgeon for the Pittsburgh Steelers, talked on the record about Wentz's injury and said that it would be best for him to wait before he comes back, which was a very interesting thing to see kind of happen there. You know, it's not often that you really expect to see a doctor talking about an injury or a surgery like that, which was pretty unusual. See that we have a couple more viewers now. Leave your questions about the Eagles down in the comments. I'll answer them here, and I'll answer them on the PennLive.com tomorrow. So the more questions, the better. Gives me something to talk about. Other things that came out of today, besides the Nick Foles news, Matt Collins didn't practice. He said in the locker room that he'll be ready. He has a groin injury. Wouldn't confirm whether or not he had off-season sports hernia surgery, which was reported. But he said that he'll be ready. He wants to be ready for Thursday night. So we'll see. If Hollins can't go, it really throws the Eagles wide receivers into a little bit of a weird situation. Alshon Jeffrey didn't practice. He's coming back from rotator cuff surgery. The reports are that he'll be back week 3, which feels about right. It really doesn't seem like he's going to play on Thursday based on how everything's shaking out. So that puts the Eagles down to 5 wide receivers. And then if Matt Collins can't go or if he's limited, that leaves you with Mike Wallace, Nelson Aguilar, Shelton Gibson, and DeAndre Carter. Mike Wallace is a veteran, didn't do much in the preseason, but he's proven, probably not much to worry about there. Nelson Aguilar had his breakout year. He should be dangerous in the slot, nothing to worry about there. But after that, you get into Shelton Gibson, second-year player who had, I think, 2 catches for 11 yards last year, only played in 5 games, was a little bit of a disappointment of his rookie season. Just had confidence issues. He's obviously come on strong in the preseason with some big touchdown catches, and he's someone that can be a breakout performer. And then the 4th wide receiver would be DeAndre Carter, who was signed on the 3rd day of camp. Great story. 5'8", 190 pounds, has been in the league since 2015, but has never played in a regular season game. He'll get his chance to make a game to appear in a game for the first time on Thursday night. It's a great story, but when that's your number 4 wide receiver, and 2 of the guys ahead of him are also kind of these smaller, faster, lighter type guys, it gets a little dicey. It'll be interesting to see how things really shake out for the Eagles because of that. But it could be looking a little thin. That means there'll be big games for Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. Joshua Perkins, who hasn't played in a while since leaving the Patriots game with a head injury. He's been back at practice. He was kept on as the 4th tight end, which was a bit of a surprise that they kept 4 tight ends, but with Richard Rodgers being out for a knee injury, kind of a necessity. But we could see some Joshua Perkins on Thursday night, which not many people would have expected. If you have any questions for our mailbag, leave them in the comments. Hopefully we'll get to them. It does not seem like we are getting many, but I understand it's Labor Day. There might be better things to do than talk the birds on Facebook. So I'll see if there are any other questions that anyone wants answered. See if there are any other nuggets from today. It's really it's kind of crazy how the Nick Foles, Carson Wentz stuff dragged out. I wrote about this in a takeaways piece today, where I guess like a month ago, after that 3rd day of practice when Carson Wentz, did full team drills and looked good with people falling around his feet. I think after that day, I think that was, I want to say July 28th, I was 90% sure that Carson Wentz would be playing week 1. The fact that the Eagles put him in that situation, the fact that he actually looked pretty good in that situation kind of told me that, like, oh, hey, this is for real. This is going to happen. So I thought Wentz was going to play. But, as time went on, he never returned to that. He never got cleared for contact. It was just one of those things where it all kind of adds up. And, probably on Thursday, even a week ago, I was maybe 75% sure that Wentz was going to play. But after his doctor talked Friday, the report came out Saturday, and Doug Peterson was a little short with the media yesterday. I kind of dragged that down to, yeah, Foles is probably going to start. So just to kind of see that progression was really interesting. Not really sure what will happen, from here when Foles will be back. It doesn't really seem like one of those things where, a week is that big of a difference. It seems like it might be 2 weeks, it might be 3 weeks, just with how kind of everything is going. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow me on Twitter at @DanielJTGallen. Leave any Eagles questions you have in the comments, and be sure to keep reading PennLive.com/Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks.